forgotten and discarded. That's how one local activist describes MATHARE's residents, one of Nairobi's biggest slums. Until there is an election, that is, and then their vote is coveted. But with elections often comes violence. Caught on camera, police beating a Luo man earlier this August after Uhuru Kenyatta was announced president. Luos are the tribe of opposition candidate Raila Odinga. They protested against a vote they believed was rigged in favour of Kenyatta, who was an ethnic Kikuyu. That day, the same thing happened to Alfred's brother, also Luo. We're told police came down their road, pulled him out of his home and beat him unconscious.
ICU.
The doctors tried to resuscitate him. It didn't work. Then they took him to the ICU. He stayed there for 1 day, and the next day he died. We buried him on Thursday, and I came back today.
Here in Kenya, politics divides people along tribal lines, and both sides feel the pain. Rose KAMAU says people burned down her house after the last two votes, first in 2007 and then again in 2013. Rose is Kikuyu, and she blames the Luo community for what happened.
Because the election didn't favor them. After every election in Kenya, there must be something like that. Throwing stones, burning houses, and I don't know where is this thing originated from. But it is politics.
Politics and how that plays out on social media is what Philip and his colleagues are monitoring. Specifically, debunking the rise of fake news, of which there is an active, organised campaign, he says, by both sides, targeting candidates in their tribe.
In fact, in 2007, it never got this worse. 2007, SMS played a big role. But this time round, the amount of animosity online, the amount of vitriol online, the amount of tribal inclinations. Right now, I think we are, as a country, we are polarized.
He says the online campaign is spread by the elite, but it's the poor in the slums who suffer the most, because this is where the fighting often starts. And he isn't optimistic that this next election will pass peacefully. Stefanie, Dekker, Al Jazeera, Nairobi.